Hey UTV Boondockers, tonight we're going to film a new video for you. I get to do a product review. Pretty excited about that. What product is it? Well, let me show you. Hey, it's Auxbeam. Hey, some of you might know Auxbeam, some of you might not. So if you don't, stick around. We're going to do a full product review. We're going to do an install of 4 lights, forward-facing lights, as well as their control panel. Pretty excited about this opportunity, and stick around and see how we go ahead and put this together. Okay, so what we're going with is we're going to go with 4 3-inch LED pods. I couldn't stand it. I had to break open just a little bit to check inside of it. Excellent packaging, very safe, very robust. I do love that. Lots of detail, good wiring schematics, positive. Let's pull one of these out. All right, first impressions. Heavy, well built. You can tell from the exterior here. If they're this well built on the exterior, the interior's got to be pretty awesome. Does come with covers. Kind of show you that. Mounting, pre-wired, ready to rock and roll. Like that. 2 lights in a kit, and then a harness with an on and off switch. So we're going to hook this to a panel, so we probably are not going to use this, but they do dump this in here in case it's just going to be an on and off for you in your rig. Let's move on to the control panel. All right, we're going to unbox this. We went with the RB80. Looking at the features on this thing is absolutely amazing. Auto sensing dimmable function. You can change the color. It's got toggle momentary, pulse. Pretty incredible. So we're going to open this thing up for the first time and take a look at her here. See what we find. Okay, full instructions. So you notice I did a little research on this one. This actually has dual access for all of your cabling for when you go to wire this thing up. Pretty amazing. Great layout, solid state, absolutely ready to go. Easy, labeled, fused, and even with extra fuses that you can stash away. So real heavy, solid. Very impressed, very impressed. 60 amp breaker. Some more extra wiring, bolts, mounts, more wiring. Here's the good stuff. Okay, so this is the control panel. Stunningly small. For some reason, I thought this was going to be a lot bigger in my search, but kind of gives you an idea how small it is. It's going to be great. It doesn't take up a lot of room inside the machine, so that is going to be super cool. Can't wait to power this thing up. There should be some stickers probably here to be able to label all of these, and definitely excited about that. The bracket work, so this is the bracket work that you can mount for this. It basically attaches on here and it can swivel, so you can mount it to whatever you want. IP65, so this is a cover just in case it's snowy weather, wash, but it goes right over that and kind of keeps it clean. I'm sorry, IP67, not IP65. More cabling. Everything's braided. Nice, pretty heavy duty, I like that. Well done together. Good heavy power. Again, everything's already cinched up and ready. Some more bracket work. Man, this is loaded. Bunch of zip ties. Very good. I don't have to use my own zip ties. And under here, it says there's more brackets. So let's grab those. All right. So this is probably some auxiliary mounts and options for this. If you wanted to mount this somewhere under a hood or however you want to mount it in the machine. So super nice. Really impressed. Can't wait to get this thing powered up. Okay, I think this is where I'm going to want them. So I ordered some basic, you know, 2-piece Amazon clamps. They're powder coated. They actually match the machine pretty decent. And what I'm looking for here is to fill this side of the machine and out there in the ground. I won't know exactly what kind of my coverage is until we play with this at night, but this is my starting point. The beauty of these clamps, we get to move them anywhere we want. If we don't like them here, there, or anywhere else, just slide them around. Let's just see what happens. So it's going to come with hardware, which is awesome. And again, they've thought of everything. They have nut retrainers to hold. See if I can do this one-handed. This, so it doesn't turn. So you can just go ahead and put those right in. Very, very cool. Good design. I demounted mine. And I'm not gonna run them straight up and down like this. I'm gonna rotate them just to see if I can get a wider beam. I'm going to guess. But again, it's got holes all the way around it, so you can mount it any way you want. And we get to play with it a little bit and adjust it at night to see how it looks. All right, as I'm putting this together, I'm just kind of putting these up here. I'm not sure I 100% love those positions. We're gonna go ahead and just keep going. Again, I get to move these around. I'm thinking this one down here needs to live like down here in this area. I think it would be much better, well served, and definitely a little safer for front end collision with tree limbs and everything else. I don't have the bracket work right now to do that, so I'm going to have to do a little something custom here. And I'm thinking for this one here, I really am thinking this needs to live like right in there. That would look great. Again, maybe some custom bracket work. We get to fab something cool. But just for the video here, we're going to go ahead and get this thing installed anyways. Then I can get it outside and actually check it in the dark. It's starting to get darker out there, so we want to try to get this thing wired up a little bit just to see what it looks like at night, and then see if this direction matters. So this side of the machine, I'm putting them with the logo up, and this side of the machine, I did them with the logo pointing towards the inside. So be interesting to see what kind of pattern we get on the ground and how I can fill out that front end. All right, let me start by saying, number one, I am not an electrician. I don't play one on TV or Netflix or anywhere else. So thankfully, these instructions are step-by-step, and they are very, very simple. Multiple pages in here. Thank you, Auxbeam, for that. So what I got laid out here is we're going to run power to your breaker, breaker to the battery, positive on the battery side. That goes to the negative side of the battery. This is your control. That goes to this beautiful little switch panel. And then this is power to this module. And to gain that, there's multiple ways. On the commander, I'm just gonna run this up to the auxiliary power lug. But you can also, they give you a mini, is it a mini? That's I'm sorry, a full size and a mini fuse, jumper fuse. So if you're putting this on a vehicle, you can jumper that into, like, say, the radio circuit or anything that's auxiliary. So whenever your key switch is on, that gets power. This will get power. If it doesn't, it will drain the system. It can drain parasitic drain on it. So we don't want that as well. They recommend from the top of the poles, you run your 30s, 20s, 10s, 5s, in whatever order with the most draw closest to the pole, and then work your way down from there. It's highly recommended. That's interesting. I've never heard that, but you learn something new every day. Okay, next up, we got this thing wired up already. It was super easy, super fast. These LEDs are bright, but they don't have the covers on them yet. I get to pick the cool stickers of whatever I want for each switch that I'm going to want to use. I think it's going to go here. I think I'm going to pull this turn signal out, and it's going to live. Wow, the camera is not working great for me, but it's the best I can do. I think it's going to live right there. Works great. You can select multiple colors through the mode switch. Their website has a wonderful tutorial, step by step. The book definitely goes through that, but you go through their website and it's a much easier tutorial on this particular unit. It shows you video step by step on everything. Super small, super light, easy to mount, incredibly impressed. Can't be more excited about this thing. Hey, I also want to cover really quick here. If you follow our page, you saw myself and I believe Nigel as well working on this thing, trying to make our own circuit panel. And then with a cutoff switch, all of the electrical, basically design it. And then you actually have to run power in, out to your switch, and then back again. It's such an absolute pain. This thing is spectacular. It keeps it super simple, much more robust, much easier, much safer, and everything's in this tiny little package for your switching, and you don't have to run all your lines to all your switches, so you have all those extra cables running through your machine. Super clean. Wish I would have known about this at the beginning. I would have never tried to build my own. And then this is with the beams. Oh yeah, and you can run both if you want. I just kind of want to see what this is going to look like. I think it's going to do a great job. Let's go figure this out once it gets dark out there in the yard. Okay, this is the kind of the array I was looking for. So I've got my centerpiece LED light rolling, and then the 4, does that make a shadow, pointing out. I'm getting some pretty nice side light here too. Up around the wheels, that's kind of what you want, right? You kind of see those obstacles close. It's not dark, but it's getting there, sunset. And this thing is going to be booming. I cannot wait. Yep. I think I'll be seen coming down the trail. What do you think? Hey guys, I just want to do a quick wrap up of this video. First of all, thank you to Auxbeam. Their product is way better than expected. Absolutely impressed beyond my imagination. Complete automotive level stuff. I work in the automotive world. This is, I would absolutely put this on a Jeep, on a crawler, on a side-by-side. Anything that's going to get wet, anything that's going to get muddy. The quality is just fabulous. So we're going to put a link in the description down below, not only to Auxbeam, but we're also going to put the link for the actual controller that we're using today on this video. Absolutely superb. If you want reliability and you don't want to have to go through everything that I did on my video when I built the dual battery system, just look up Auxbeam. It will save you a ton of money, a ton of time and research, and reliability is everything. Especially if you're way out in the woods, you really don't want things in switches going out on you. This thing is going to be much more reliable. Hey, if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe wherever that little button's going to be. We've got plenty of more videos coming out for you soon.